Okay, sorry, this is the second part of the video. So, so if you are taking the trade at that point, let me even show you how naturally I would have taken the trade. I'd have just, I would have just entered a long position. I'd have entered at this point here. This my listen, sorry. I'd have entered here. I have to place my stop loss at this point. So place my stop loss at the recent low, right? So where would be my profit target? I would look left at this point. This would be my profit target here. I'll target profit here. This would be my profit target, right? Because I know once it gets, this is a resistance point. Because I know this is a resistance point. I know when it gets to this place, it will reverse. This point here, this price here, this price where you see plus, look at your right hand, 1.07112. I know it's a resistance zone. Whenever price gets there, it will surely fall. So I'll just stick take profit to that point. So you see how it played out. It even got to my target and even exceeded it. But you notice that all this one and all these ones right here, this one right here is just excesses. This is actually where the price should have stopped. That's excesses. So that's a resistance zone, right? So that's what I would have taken. You can notice how many risk to reward. This is about almost 1:5 or 1:10 risk to reward. One risk $10. You probably be making $100 from this. So this is how one can grow a small account. That's it. So this is one trade. This is one trade that you could have taken. But I hope you understand the concept here. Let me just do a quick revision. This is, I told you, this range here, this ranging market here, it was respecting this trend line, bouncing off from here, up, down, lower low, lower high, lower low, up until it was a downtrend. So I was looking either for a trend continuation where it will break out to the downside or break out to the upside for a reversal. So luckily for me, it broke out to the upside at this point, broke out here. So whenever you it breaks out, you remember to set your stop loss at the recent low. So when it broke out, respected this side and still went up. So that's trading for you, number one. So that's one. But what am I looking at this week? What am I looking at? It's the same strategy for me. The same strategy for me. Like you see this point, this trend line that I drew here now. This trend line, this line that I drew. You can notice that price has been respecting the trend line. Whenever price gets to this trend line, it bounces off. Gets here, bounces off. Now when it gets here again, it bounces off. So you can see something here. What can you see here around this point? Let me delete this. Now see. What can you see here? There's a breakout. There's a breakout. Yeah. There's a breakout at this point here. So the breakout, what it tells you is that price is about to reverse. Price is about to reverse to the downside, like here. Let me draw it. So you see, price is about to reverse. Don't mind them that watching film. So price is about to reverse to this side. That's a lot of money, a lot of pips. So let me delete all this so you know. Okay, so I hope you can see it now. So if we take our entry here, our target will be at this point. Yeah, so that's a lot, you get. So in essence, there's a breakout already. I told you, it takes 3 touch points for a trend line to be formed, and it has touched it 3 times. So as you can see, number one and touched, went up, touched, went up again, and it came back to this side, touched it. So as you can see, it has broken the trend line. It has broken it, and it did not just break. It retested this trend line, and it is coming down like this, and it's going to really fall. So if I'm going to take this trade now, you can see all my analysis is just on the 4 hour. I did not necessarily have to switch time frames to take my trade. So you notice that the first analysis was on the 4 hour, but for this one I'll probably go for the 1 hour 30 minutes just to pick an entry. But for me, I'm just waiting for. I told you, when there's a breakout, three things. Whenever you see a breakout, number one, you look for a retest. You look for a retest. When you look for a retest, then you look for a reversal pattern. Either I see a doji candle here, or I see a bearish engulfing candle, whereby a red candle engulfs all these three candles here. That will give me a signal to enter the trade. So this is it. I'm looking at sell for Euro USD, but regardless, what I'm saying is we could come to the lower time frame. Let's look at 1 hour time frame here. Okay, if you can see 1 hour time frame, now you see things a bit differently from the 1 hour time frame. Even though this my breakout is not really clean. Let me go to 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So it's still saying the same thing. Still saying. Okay, let's go back to our 4 hour. 4 hour to me is always very clean for me. So um so as you can see, this trade here, I'm waiting for a reversal pattern, and once I get the reversal pattern, I'll enter the trade and I'll set my stop loss at this point. So this here how it's going to be short position, at this point. If I see a reversal pattern, I'm not taking this trade here. I'm just going to set my stop loss exactly at the recent high. I don't have to take it to this point, it will be too high. But if I want to be safe, I'm going to just put it here, because price might do some gymnastics and put it. But just so my losses are small, if it loses, fine, I'll enter again. I'll leave it here, and then I'll just drag my take profit target to this point. It's going to be a lot of pips. This is probably going to take weeks. So you see, to this point. So if you noticed, the first trade we took, that one I closed here. I set my profit target at this point, because that's okay. Let me go back. Let me even undo. Okay. I wanted to see if okay, this is it. So you see, our previous trade was at this point. We targeted this previous resistance zone here. Now if we're taking another trade, so you can see if we went from down to up. Now we went from this down point here, down here, to up. Went that side. So now if we are taking another trade, from here, short position. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope I am. So I'll just take another trade here. I want my stop loss to be small, so I'll bring it down like this. The smaller the better, so your losses will not be much. So and then I'll take it like this to this resistance zone. So in essence, you can also see support and resistance. This line here, could be seen as a support, a resistance rather, a resistance. And while this line here, this point here, could be a support. So that's it. So we've probably bought through USD to this point. Now we're hoping for a sell. We're looking for a sell at Euro USD. That's it. Strategy is no more than this trend line, this simple line. It is knowing how to draw simple line that will make money. Some people are drawing line and they're not making money, but if you know how to draw line very well on this chart, you print money. So learning how to draw line in the proper way on the charts, it's actually a skill. So just this simple line makes for like at this point where this simple line made us quite a lot. This line too can make somebody a lot of money. So these things are very technical. So that's Euro USD. This video is long, 11 minutes. Okay. Let me pause this one. I'll send another one. Okay.